Good morning guys, my name is Noelle. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So by the title, you can tell Justin and I recently went to HMART. This is our first time, both of us, that we like full on shopped. I've been there before once or twice for specific items, but I've never gotten like almost like a full week's of groceries. So we did that and I was cooking the first thing, which obviously you can tell I already opened. I started cooking this and I was like, why don't I just show you guys and share with you guys the things that we did get at HMART, how we like it, how easy it is to cook, because as you can tell, it is not in English. So this is actually the first item. It was actually pretty easy to follow given the pictures, and it says 450 mLs, which I'm assuming is the amount of water. So I just kind of did that. It's cooking right now. I'm also cooking some soft-boiled eggs to add onto it. So overall, pretty easy to follow, pretty self-explanatory. But I wanted to try this after having those rice cakes at the Korean corn dog place that we had. Justin and I really love the texture of the rice cakes. And then I Googled it and I found this. Well, this type of dish, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that T word. And then I also found out that you can add some ramen noodles or instant ramen to it. So that's what I did. Let me show you guys. So this is the meal. It looks pretty good. Like I said, pretty easy to make. And then my soft boiled eggs are going right now. They should be done in a couple minutes. So then I'll just put this in a bowl and let you guys know how it is. I thought I would just, you know, during this week, because these are our main groceries, the groceries we got from HMART during this week, as we cook them, I thought I would just share them with you guys, show them to you in case you have an HMART near you, or in case you're just curious about different HMART things. We kind of just went in there with like an open mind and kind of just grabbed a bunch of things. We don't, you know, we didn't really have our favorites. We didn't really know what we were getting. So this is, I thought it would just be a fun video to kind of go along with the adventure of being in HMART. The one we went to was very crowded, very overwhelming. So I'm hoping we got good things. I mean, there are some words in English on the packaging, like shrimp or pork or dumplings or like certain things like that, but for the most part they are not in English. So I thought this would just be a fun video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys for the next meal. I forgot I was going to show you guys and taste test the meal for you guys, but look at this soft-boiled egg. Oh my gosh, I think that's the best I've ever done. I have to say, peeling hard-boiled eggs is literally the worst. If anyone has a quicker way or a more efficient way to do this, please comment down below. Alright, just have to show you guys that my eggs turned out really well. That's all. Here's the bowl, final product. Smells really good. It's like sweet and spicy. There's fish cakes, rice cakes, obviously the eggs, and the ramen. Alright, had to put my hair up for this, but let's try it. I've never had this with the noodles, so. Oh my gosh, this looks so good, guys. Look at that. The rice cakes are so slippery. Okay, let's try the rice cake first. This is the fish cake. I would give this 10 out of 10, guys. Super easy to make. Obviously comes frozen. It's not too spicy. At first when I put the like the paste in, like the spice just went right up my nose, but after cooking it, and tasting it, it's not as spicy. Now let's try some of the noodles. I know I have this stuff all over my mouth. Okay, so the noodles, oh my gosh. Okay, so the noodles kind of soaked up all of that sauce. So I would say the noodles are a little more spicy. I've also seen people eat this with like cheese on it to kind of kick the spice and make it more creamy. So I might add some cheese and melt that on there, but like I said, overall 10 out of 10. Next HMART meal, Justin made these last night. How would you rate them? 10 out of 10?
I'd give them like an 8.
He gives them 8 out of 10. They're called, I threw away the wrapper, but if I can find a picture of it, it was a yellow wrapper in the frozen aisle. It's pork and vegetable pocket dumplings, I think they're called.
Oh,
yeah. The outer layer is really thin, so that's really nice. But anyway, so we're gonna finish the rest of those, and then we're gonna make this jumbo udon like Oh, microwavable. Yeah, you're right, babe. With soup base, so it has just all the ingredients you need. So we'll see how this turns out. So it looks like it gives you 3 different packs, so like 3 different servings. You just have to add water and then that's it. All right, this is how the soup turned out. I just added some bok choy that we had, just threw it in. Super easy to make, so let me taste it for you guys. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Also just came back from playing basketball, so. So noodle texture is really good. It actually tastes really good. And broth is really good. So I would give this 10 out of 10. Super easy to make and highly recommend it. I forget if I showed you guys, but I did decide to cook it all in a pan just because it was the easiest option for all 3. And then I could also add the bok choy as well. Hey guys, what's up? It is 9 o'clock right now. Monday. We're having a late dinner, but we are cooking steamed soup dumplings, beef bulgogi. Yum. Here's the packaging and the brand, found in the frozen aisle of HMART. We have, once again, instructions in English, which is awesome. You can make these in the microwave. But we will be making these on the stove with our steaming setup. I'll show you guys. All right, so this is what they're looking like before. It does have a zip close if you want to save some, but we'll probably, you want to just make them all? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna make all of them. This is how you steam if you don't have like a legit steamer, or if you're just lazy and don't want to clean your steaming contraption, whatever. So put water in the base of your pan. If our stove was actually straight, the water would be evenly spread out. But because... What?
Use the left burner.
Okay. I'll use... Oh, frick. Are you kidding me? I just spilled all that water.
That's great.
1 second. Different burner. We're doing better now. Okay, so basically water that's covering majority of the bottom of the pan. And then you just take your dumplings. You throw them in there. Make sure they're kind of all spread out. Obviously those are stuck together. They'll come unstuck eventually. You gotta turn on your stove. Oops, that's the wrong burner. Okay. And turn it on like that. So what you do to steam it, if you have a lid that goes with the pan, put it over but allow some steam to come out. If not, what we do is we take another pan, this is actually bigger, and we kind of just plop it over. And then, as you can tell, it keeps the heat in. Some of the water does come out on the sides, but it keeps the heat in, it steams it, works really well. And then once the dumpling is soft, then you can take this off and then kind of brown the bottom. But that's a basic tutorial of how to steam in a pan. All right, this is what we're working with. I'm trying to just fry them a little bit on the bottom. Some of them broke, as you can tell, which for soup dumplings isn't ideal because obviously you want the soup to stay in the dumpling. So I would say this is harder to cook just because they are more delicate. And if they stick to the pan at all, then they're gonna break and the soup comes out. So just be cautious when you're cooking them. Not much you can do, but hopefully the meat still has a good flavor. All right guys, so here is the soup dumpling. Like I said, a lot of them cracked, oops. A lot of them cracked because the skin is so fragile. Let me just taste for the flavor. The flavor itself is pretty good. It has some glass noodles in the inside. Okay, overall flavor is good. Let's see if there's any soup in this. This one didn't crack at all. So let's see if there's soup. I feel like there's a decent amount of soup. Overall, I think I would give these like a 7 out of 10. They were kind of hard to cook. The soup flavor isn't really that strong. but the flavor is good. So are they great soup dumplings? No, they're definitely better fresh, but for frozen soup dumplings, not bad. Like I said, 7 out of 10. All right, so final verdict on those soup dumplings. If you're looking for like the bulgogi flavor, it's not very strong. So if you're like craving that, I wouldn't get these. The flavor is good, but it's not very strong. And then also, I don't know if it was just like how I cooked them, or I put too much sesame oil into like the dipping sauce that I made, or if it's the broth of the soup, but it's very oily, which kind of ruins the not meal, but like a little bit of the taste. So we couldn't finish, or we didn't want to finish the rest of our dumplings just because it is a little later and the oil just makes it heavier. But I still would give it a 7 out of 10 because I mean the wrapping is pretty good, the flavor is good, but like we just said, or like I just said, just too oily.
It'll get eaten tomorrow.
Yeah, just too oily for late at night. It will get eaten. Not a bad dumpling, not my favorite. Next HMART item is these flour buns. All the instructions are clearly not in English, but I am using our insert steamer thing. Oops, I just got it wet. And we will hope for the best. All right, this is what they look like frozen, and I think they have a sweet flavor to them, but we'll find out. All right, so they're done. I think it took like 5 minutes. They're very pillowy. But yeah, it works. So let's try them. Look how fluffy it is. I would give them 10 out of 10. I forgot to show you guys these apples we got from HMART. They are so tiny. They're actually pretty sweet. Let me show you guys the size. So this is the size of the apple. As you can tell, very tiny. For reference, this is like a medium avocado, and this is a tiny little apple. Hey guys, so for the last couple items for this video, we are going to do a little soup situation. So we're gonna pick one of these soup bases for our like soup. So one of those, and then we're gonna add some frozen fish cakes, and then some frozen, we got lobster flavored fish balls, and then we have our frozen noodle soup udon noodles. So we're gonna try to combine all those. Also, we have some bok choy we're gonna add to it, and it's gonna be yummy. So let's try out all these foods. I hope you guys enjoyed this video so far. It was really fun to just get some random stuff from HMART. Like I said, if you guys have your favorite HMART items, comment down below. I can do another video like this if you guys like this. If not, you know, hopefully you guys tried some of these items or were able to get them at your local HMART. So yeah, this was super fun. I love trying new foods. I love Asian food. I love noodles. You guys know the deal. So I appreciate you guys watching this. And if you're watching it until this point, comment your favorite type of noodle. All right, so the instructions, literally just 2 instructions, and then down here it actually says how to cook your udon noodles. It looks like you don't even have to add water. So it's literally just pour this in, add the frozen ingredients and the udon noodles, and we're done. All right, this is what it's looking like. It smells really good. Added the fish cakes and the noodles. The noodles are starting to break up, and then we will add, where is it? We will add the greens at the very end because these just need to like cook for a minute. This is what the soup turned out to look like. Let me try the broth for you guys. The broth is good. You could probably add a little water. We did end up adding probably like half a cup or a cup of water. It is very, like the broth is very strong. The flavor is very strong. Fish cake is very good. Let me try the lobster. Oops, slipped out of my chopsticks. I rank the fish cakes, both the lobster and the other one, 10 out of 10. Very good, texture's great, flavor's great. Broth, I would rank an 8 out of 10. Very good, easy, but I would add a little bit of water just to kind of dilute it a little bit. Overall, great, easy meal. So that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell for notification, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.